So I want to prove my numbers that I came up with here and here, the 350 plus 0 divided by 2. Because you're probably saying, now come on, Mr. Hamilton, I know that this is not right, because that just doesn't seem to make sense. How you just take the first number and the last number, add them up, divide by 2. All right, I'll entertain that one. So let's just say we start with letter Y, project Y, okay? And we had a book value of $350,000. And let's just say we depreciated this thing out over the 4 years, and that'd be $87,500 every year. So now the book value of this is going to wind up being what? $262,500. And then the book value after another $87,500 is taken away is going to be $175,000. And then another $87,500 taken away. Now my book value is $87,500, and then the last year it's 0. So if I add all these numbers up and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instances, guess what I get? Yeah, $175,000. And if I did the same thing here for project Z, where I took $350,000 and I started whittling away the depreciation expense every year of $116,667, then I'm going to come up with 233, 333. Of course, that's a repeating decimal point, so I'm just going to stop at the dollar amount. And then my next year it'll be 116, 666, and I'm going to round it. This is rounding error. My last year is going to be 0. Add these up, divide by 1, 2, 3, 4 instances. I'm still going to get $175,000, give or take, because we're dealing with rounding errors. But you guys get the idea here. Whatever the average annual investment is, averaging them all out, okay? Or just take the first and the last number and divide by 2. You get the same answer. Okay. Final stretch here on calculating. Determine each project's net present value using 8% as a discount rate. So 8% is your minimum required rate of return, okay? For part 4 only, assume that cash flows occur at each year end. Okay, we're just, that's whatever. Round the net present value to the nearest dollar. Okay. So again, I need to have my cash flows, 143.5, 153.067. And I'm going to now figure out what they are in terms of present value, meaning over the course of 4 years here, the course of 3 years here, what are all of these cash flows going to be worth in today's money? I want to know today's money. So I go to my time value tables. I have 2 of them. I have present value of $1, and this basically is under 8%. This I'd have to do each year doing this. But I tell you what, and I showed this to the class once before, that there's a shortcut, and you can simply go to the present value of an annuity of $1. That's table B3. Look under 8%, and under 4 years there is an accumulation of all the previous years that you'd see here. And in fact, if you were to add these up, they'd actually total 3.3121, give or take $1 or so. And then for 3 years, you get the 2.5771. Okay, so let's do it. We have for number 4, our cash flows is 143.5. And we're going to multiply that by the present value factor for 8% and 4 years. I want to make sure I get that right. Yes, 4-year life. All right. So times whatever it is, 8% under year 4. So I follow all the way across till I get to 8%, and it's 3.3121. And I come up with 475, $286, I want to warn you guys, when you get to this point, you're thinking, ah, I'm done. Yay, I got an answer. No, this is only the present value of the cash flows here. Now you have to subtract your investment of the asset to find out what the net present value, meaning netted out the investment. So your $350,000 investment needs to be subtracted from this. So minus 350,000 gives you a net present value of 125,286. And that's your answer. If you don't get there, you will get the answer wrong, okay? It'll cut you short there. Next we do the net present value for project Z. And the cash flow for that was 153,067. So 153,067. And remember guys, Project Z was a 3-year life. Do not get that confused and do it for 4 years. It's not 4 years. This thing is a 3-year item, Project Z. So look under 8% for year 3, and it's 2.5771 is your factor. So times 2.5771. That's going to give you 394. $469. And what do you do after this? Are you done? Are you finished with this now? Is that it? Yay? Got the answer? No, you got to take out the 350,000, the original investment. That's right, of course. So let's subtract the 350,000 from this. And then we got our net present value, and that's going to be 44,469. Okay, net present value, net present value. Boom, number 4 is done. 5, identify a project you'd recommend to management. Explain your choice. Well, I'll tell you what, this kind of is a no-brainer in my opinion, folks. You've got, well, you got a payback period that takes a little bit longer than for Z, okay? Oh, golly gee, I only have to wait about 15 tenths or 1500ths rather of a year longer than for this one. It's, you know, doesn't make that big of a deal, okay? But the accounting rate of return, 32% versus 20.8. 32, 20.8, 32, 20.8. Gosh, this is a hard decision, folks. What do you think? Obviously, alrighty. And then the net present value gives you a lot better positive number than over here. This Y is doing a lot better than Z, so your return on your money is better, okay? You could even figure out what the internal rate of return is, and this is not in the problem, but you could figure it out. Here's how you do it. You start by the calculation of your payback, 2.44 and 2.29. Believe it or not, this is the exact same calculation that is used for doing the internal rate of return. They take the total value of your asset and divide by the cash flows to come up with a factor, that 2.44. And then you look under year 4 on your annuity table, and you look for a 2.44 or something close to it. So 2.44, 2.44, oh geez, well, I actually ran out of room. 2.44 under year 4, I don't have enough room. So my answer is that the internal rate of return for project Y is going to be more than 15%. I don't yet know because I haven't quite gotten to 2.44. It's gotten smaller and smaller and smaller, but I stopped at 2.855. So it's going to be, I don't know, 18%. Same thing here. This is 2.29, so I look under year 3, 2.29, 2.29, 2.29, there it is, boom. It's right around 15%. So Y is a lot bigger than 15%. Z is right around 15%. So it's a no-brainer which one to go for. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one. Take care now.